I just finished my Q&A, hence why I have a dragon on my shoulder and a cat asleep on my lap. But I just wanted to discuss something with you and give you my opinion of something that I have been experiencing recently. I have been posting a lot of things on my Instagram which show off some of the items that I've been buying recently. And at the moment I'm really hyped up about homemade jewellery. So I go through a lot of stages in life where I like to do things and make things and I have certain interests. And at the moment I'm really interested in homemade jewellery. I have been going in and out of this phase for the past like 4 years trying to make my own jewellery. And at the moment I'm just really appreciating how lovely some people's works are, how I inspire to have the skill that these people have to make these amazing pieces of jewellery. So recently I've spent a lot of time on Depop and I found some new Etsy stores which I had before not discovered. Now many of you probably know that Etsy is a fantastic place to buy both vintage and also homemade items, and a lot of things that I buy off of Etsy are homemade. I did have my own Etsy store where I was hand making patches and things for leather jackets and bags and just basic things so that you could personalize your own items, but I did stop it because it was pretty much like costing me money to do. I was selling my items off for so cheap, and then once Etsy had taken their cut, it just didn't work out worth it. I was actually like losing 20p per sale, which was completely, I know the point wasn't to make money, but it was costing me money to do, and it's money that I don't really have, which kind of means that I accept that things that I buy off Etsy are gonna be more expensive, because you got to think about it. Like, just to make, for example, this necklace was made by a lovely lady on Etsy, and she had to buy the crystal that goes in the bottom, she then had to buy the polymer clay to go on the top, the paint to paint it, and then a silver wire to go over the top and a cord for it to go on. And then she had to spend all the time making it as well, and she was selling it for £12. Now if you put into perspective how much time she probably spent creating these, because obviously it's going to take up your own personal time to sort of get these out and get them perfect, and then also the materials. I mean, buying like a little piece of clear quartz like this is going to cost you around like £4 or £5 anyway. It really works out that they're not going to get much profit at all. So the reason I'm making this video is that recently I have had a specific lady who I'm not going to mention, but if you are interested in seeing who it is, you can go onto my Instagram, who has been leaving some really horrible comments on some of my photos. So I posted up a photo of all of the items which I got from Enclosed Earth. This was literally my thumbnail for the video, so you will have seen this picture before, but I just posted it because I wanted to show off everything that I got and give other people who are possibly following me because of my YouTube a little bit of an insight about what my next video is going to be about. And at first I got really nice comments on it. People were really praising her, saying how nice they were, and it was generally like a happy community about what was going on, until someone commented on it that this lady had copied her design. And this is kind of where the problem starts. This lady was absolutely convinced that mandrakes were her thing. She invented mandrakes. Many of you probably know that mandrakes kind of evolved from like ancient history. Mandrakes have been around for literally thousands of years, and they are just known to be roots that have sort of a human form. That's just what they are. They were also featured in Harry Potter, in loads of like modern films and things like that. It's not like they're kind of like exclusive, like people don't really know about, they're just everywhere. So Enclosed Earth, she made her mandrake kind of based on the ones from Harry Potter, and hers are made out of polymer clay, but they don't look exactly like the Harry Potter ones. She's put her own spin, her own personality into them, and that is why I bought it. I bought it because I really liked the way that she imagined the mandrake to look like. So this lady commented on there saying that this mandrake pendant had been copied from her site. I did go onto her Instagram, and yes, she does make mandrake necklaces, but so do a lot of other people, and her ones are completely different. They have a completely different finish, they're very shiny, they're painted a completely different way. They do have personalities, but they don't have the same kind of personality as the one I bought, and just generally they didn't look the same at all. They were, the only kind of similarity that they had was that they were mandrakes and they were necklaces. And since then I have been looking around, and so many people make mandrake necklaces because it's like making a pumpkin necklace, it's like making a cat necklace. It's a thing. You're just inspired by history and what's around you, and sort of other things like Harry Potter and sort of other media and films. Like, inspiration is absolutely everywhere, and there's no way that you can kind of claim a mandrake or something like that to be yours. It's like someone making a black cat necklace and then me saying, you copied my cat was black first. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. And I tried to reply in the politest way and I complimented her work, but then I did say that I'm sure that the lady who made my original necklace hasn't copied you. It's a mandrake, and you know, many people make this style of necklace. And this lady got very, very rude. She was very arrogant, and I'm pretty sure it was fully fueled by jealousy. She just pretty much said that any artist who does any form of polymer clay work and that looks any smidgen similar to hers obviously copied her idea and should be giving her credit. So she expected that when anyone sells a mandrake necklace that they should mention her in their description to say that this is their thing and they had stolen the idea from her. And this I thought was just horrible, and she went on to say some really quite mean things about Enclosed Earth, and it just made me really angry inside. And then it caused me to have to go and message other people who also make similar jewellery and tell them that she possibly could target them, she could say horrible things about their work. And for people who make handmade items, I'm sure that they don't see their work as amazing as they actually are. When I make things, I completely criticise it. It doesn't seem perfect to me at all. And then other people see it and they're like, oh, it's great. And then I'm like, did you not notice this? And they're like, no. So I imagine if someone criticised my work, I'd give up. I'd feel so disheartened and so upset that people are picking out the flaws which I can see but I was hoping no one else could, and it just completely ruins people's self-confidence. She went on to say that I support copycats and that I support people repeatedly stealing designs, and she pretty much said that it was not okay and she was sick of people stealing her designs. My comment and view of it is that even if she had stolen the designs, which she obviously hadn't because she'd never even seen this shop before, take it as a compliment. Like, someone has seen your work and they've been inspired to make something else from it. And after all, what is art if it's not to inspire others? I make things to express myself, and then also so that other people can see what I've created and then gain their own inspiration from it, and to make people's imaginations also go as wild as mine was when I was creating it. And just like Enclosed Earth's pieces, I saw her radishes, I saw her grumpy toadstools, and that inspired me to get a custom grumpy pumpkin. That doesn't mean that I've stolen her design because I have thought of something that incorporated a little element of something that she's made before. It just means that I have been inspired by her to get something else created that is possibly taking something from her work and then throwing my own personality into it. The thing I wanted to put out there is that this lady has hundreds and thousands of followers and she is getting loads of money daily from her work, and I don't think it's fair for her to be going around criticising other artists. I have made some great friends through Etsy, and these ladies and gentlemen are really, really talented. They have such great imagination and skill that they've built up over the years, and they are creating pieces which I will happily pay 20, 30, 40 pounds for, just for the privilege of owning some of their art. It's no different from buying a piece of artwork to go up on the wall, in my opinion. And yes, they're gonna get critics because just like artwork, people are gonna critique them, but it does not mean that people should diss and put down artists for making something that they are inspired to make. I think it's just a horrible thing to do, and I hate the fact that this lady has so many people buying from her shop and supporting her when she is so obviously jealous of other people's work and can't accept that other people are gonna also be making things and possibly challenging her and maybe taking away some of her sales. Because if you compared her mandrake necklace and Enclosed Earth's mandrake necklace and you chose Enclosed Earth's item, then Enclosed Earth will be getting the money for it. And I really don't think it should be fueled by money. It just should be, just look at all the items that are on offer, see which one you're personally drawn to the most and which you personally want to own and wear, and then that's when the money side comes into it. Like, it shouldn't be purely fueled by what money can be made. It should be fueled by the fact that this is artwork and this is someone's whole life that's being poured into these pieces, and by no way does anyone have the right to be negative and disrespectful against someone else's artwork. Yes, you can give them constructive criticism, but don't be rude about it. It's just not right, and I don't think that kind of thing should be tolerated. I've made this video because I feel like it's something that needs to be looked at and worked on. I feel like we as humans need to understand that yes, it is okay to critique someone, but just don't be rude about it. There's no need to be rude. Manners are free, and you can really affect people's confidence and affect how someone feels about themselves just by one small harsh comment about their work. I have since blocked this lady, and she has in fact blocked me because she felt that I was supporting the actors stealing other people's work, but I was polite through the whole conversation. I was constantly complimenting her, but at the same time saying politely how I felt, but she was very rude, she was very upfront, and she was just very disrespectful, and that's something that I did not like, hence why I did block her. And I asked her not to comment on any more of my videos just because she really was bringing a negative atmosphere to not only my page but also to me, and then I passed it on to everyone I was around because then I was upset about the whole situation. And I'm sure the artist that also got targeted also felt rather disheartened and upset about this whole ordeal. She has been targeted and singled down. She also used her other followers as bullies because she commented on the video. They got to see what she commented on, and she sort of got other people involved, and it just made it feel like you were being attacked by a gang of people, and it's just not fair. It's not right. I've met a lovely lady recently who I will be doing a haul for in a couple of weeks time. I'm just waiting for a few things to come through the post, and she's been teaching me a lot of her skills that she's learned over the years when it comes to jewelry making. And this is the thing I love. I love that Etsy has a community where we can learn from each other and we can talk to each other and we can share our knowledge, and in the end like create artists from each other and help each other. And she said to me, you made this thing really nicely, but you could have made it better if you had done this first or changed this one step. And then I do that and it does look better, and it's just like, why, you know, she said it in the most polite way. It was constructive criticism and it did make my item look better, and it's just that easy. You don't need to go in all guns blazing saying how rubbish their work is and how they've been copying you or they're doing it wrong. There's no need for it. If you have an opinion that is horrible and rude, then don't share it. If you have an opinion that can be said politely and used as constructive criticism, just make sure that you're kind and polite about it, because at the end of the day, this is someone's life that you're talking about. This is someone's work and their personality, and criticising their work is like criticising their whole life. I'm doing a lot of Etsy hauls recently, and I hate to see this kind of stuff on my Instagram, and I just don't want to see any more of it. And I hope that you also can appreciate how long it takes to make these things and how really skilled and talented these people are. I haven't done a rant video before, but I hope this wasn't too ranty. I just really felt like I needed to get this out there and tell people about it. At the end of the day, I have this channel to sort of promote and show you guys all these wonderful things I'm buying, and the last thing I want is for people coming in and criticising other people's stuff. I make this channel to share the good things and the things that I really like and the things that I feel like need to be praised and supported, and having this negative energy is exactly the opposite of what I wanted. I hope that you're having a lovely week. If you've got any questions or comments, please do leave them below. I'll also leave my Instagram name down in the description if you are interested in looking through any of the pictures that I posted. If it's still sunny where you are, I hope you're enjoying the shade, and I will see you next time. Bye!